The questions we ask ourselves have a surprising amount of power when it comes to transforming our lives. They not only influence our immediate thoughts, but also shape our future in ways that can be intentional, meaningful, and profound. Every time we pose a question to ourselves, we set in motion a cognitive process that can have lasting effects on how we perceive and experience the world. When you ask yourself a question, something fascinating happens in your brain. It sparks an immediate mental reflex that takes over your cognitive processes. This reflex is so powerful that it momentarily suspends all other thoughts and directs your focus entirely on answering that question. The moment a question enters your mind, your brain starts working to find an answer. It's as if your brain shifts gears and begins searching for relevant information, connections, and insights that can help resolve the query at hand. Even if the answer doesn't come to you immediately, your subconscious mind continues its search, gathering bits of information from your experiences, memories, and the knowledge you've accumulated over time. To illustrate this, think about a simple question like, "What is your job?" Instantly, your mind focuses on your occupation, whether you're a teacher, a designer, an entrepreneur, or in any other role. The question itself directs your attention to that part of your life, and for the moment, it becomes your primary focus. This process happens automatically. You don't have to consciously decide to think about your job. The question takes over. But what's truly interesting is that your subconscious mind doesn't stop there. If you were to ask yourself a more complex or open-ended question, such as, "What do I want to accomplish in my life?" your mind would not only start to seek answers in that moment, but would continue to explore and bring forward relevant ideas and insights for days, weeks, or even longer. This continuous search for answers happens beneath your level of conscious awareness. The subconscious mind is an incredible tool that constantly works in the background, processing information and generating solutions. It is designed to seek closure, to find answers, and to make sense of the world around us. This is why asking the right questions can be such a powerful tool for personal growth and transformation. The more we pose meaningful, insightful questions, the more we open ourselves up to new possibilities and pathways. The ability to ask the right questions is often a key differentiator between those who feel stuck in life and those who are able to break free from limitations and move forward with purpose. Many of us go through life unconsciously, reacting to situations without taking the time to step back and ask, "Is this really what I want?" Or, "What is the best possible way to approach this challenge?" Instead of merely responding to circumstances, we can shift the narrative by asking more intentional and empowering questions. For instance, instead of focusing on the problem, "Why am I always so stressed?" we could reframe the question to something more solution-oriented, such as, "What are the steps I can take to reduce stress in my life?" Or, "What habits or practices will help me feel more balanced and at ease?" Even more profound is the idea that our minds do not merely stop searching for answers once we've asked a question. The subconscious continues its quest, even when we're not consciously thinking about it. This means that the questions we ask ourselves today are shaping the ideas, opportunities, and solutions that will present themselves to us tomorrow. For example, if you begin asking, "How can I create a more fulfilling career?" or "What steps can I take to improve my relationships?" your brain will naturally start seeking ways to bring these answers to the forefront of your life. Opportunities will arise, insights will emerge, and your thoughts will begin to align with the answers you're seeking. This is why the quality of the questions you ask yourself is so important. The mind does not differentiate between a question that's vague or broad and one that's clear and specific. It simply works to find an answer. However, when you ask questions that are aligned with your deepest values and goals, you are essentially programming your mind to work toward those ideals. If you ask yourself questions that reflect your true desires and intentions, questions like, "What would my ideal life look like?" or "What am I most passionate about?" you are inviting your mind to help you create a reality that matches those aspirations. This is not about wishful thinking or mere daydreaming. It's about actively engaging with your mind in a way that propels you toward real change. Moreover, the power of asking questions extends beyond just personal introspection. Our social and professional lives are also shaped by the questions we ask others. When we engage in meaningful conversations, the questions we ask can inspire reflection, provoke new ideas, and deepen connections. When we ask thoughtful questions, we invite others to share their insights, knowledge, and perspectives. Just as our own minds are constantly searching for answers, so too are the minds of those around us. The questions we ask can create ripple effects that extend far beyond our own lives. In the same way, when you ask a question about a problem you're facing, whether it's related to your career, relationships, health, or personal growth, your mind will actively seek out resources, strategies, and solutions to resolve it. This search for answers is not always immediate or obvious. Sometimes the answer may come through a conversation with a friend, a new book you read, or an experience that suddenly illuminates the path forward. The key is that once you ask a question with genuine intent and curiosity, your mind begins working to bring the solution to you in ways that you might not expect. In a world that often feels chaotic and overwhelming, learning to ask the right questions is an incredibly powerful tool. It allows us to move from a state of reactive thinking, where we are constantly responding to life's challenges, to a state of proactive, intentional living. By focusing on the right questions, those that align with our values, goals, and desires, we can begin to shape our reality in meaningful and transformative ways. The beauty of this process is that it doesn't require extraordinary effort or complex strategies. It's about simply becoming more conscious of the questions we ask ourselves and others. With practice, you can develop the habit of asking questions that lead to deeper understanding, greater clarity, and more fulfilling experiences. The questions we ask today can truly shape the person we become tomorrow. So, take a moment to reflect on the kinds of questions you're asking yourself. Are they leading you toward the life you truly want? If not, it might be time to start asking better questions. Questions that unlock your full potential and help you create the future you desire. Now take a moment to reflect on the types of questions you might ask yourself on a daily basis. These are often questions you don't consciously think twice about, but they have a profound impact on how you perceive the world and interact with it. For example, you might catch yourself thinking, "Why does nothing good ever happen to me?" Or, "Why can't I attract love into my life?" Perhaps you even ask yourself, "Why do I always struggle with money, no matter how hard I try?" These types of questions, loaded with frustration, fear, or doubt, are incredibly powerful. And here's why. Your subconscious mind takes them seriously, just as it would with any other request or command you give it. It doesn't distinguish between positive or negative. It only looks for answers. When you ask yourself questions like these, your subconscious mind goes to work, searching for evidence that aligns with those beliefs. It will dig into your past experiences, your current circumstances, and any other situations where it can find proof of what you've asked. It doesn't challenge your assumptions or try to prove you wrong. Instead, it amplifies whatever belief you're holding. The result? You start to notice more of the things that validate these negative beliefs. You begin to see a world that seems to confirm your doubts about your abilities, your worth, and your potential. It's as if the universe conspires to keep you locked in your fears and limitations. In a sense, your negative questions feed a cycle that keeps you stuck. But here's the flip side of this. Just as your subconscious will work tirelessly to affirm negative beliefs, it can just as easily help you manifest positive outcomes, as long as you guide it with empowering, forward-focused questions. The law of attraction, when understood and applied correctly, isn't just about positive thinking. It's about consciously choosing the thoughts and questions that create the future you desire. Your internal dialogue has immense power, not just in shaping your present circumstances, but in directing your future behavior and experiences. Every thought you have is like planting a seed, and the questions you ask yourself serve as the watering can that nurtures those seeds to grow. So how can you harness this power to manifest the life you want? It all begins with being mindful of the questions you ask yourself on a regular basis. When you find yourself asking why you can't seem to get ahead or why things always go wrong, pause and ask yourself a better, more empowering question. Instead of wondering, why do I always struggle with money? Try asking, what are the new opportunities I can embrace to increase my financial abundance? Instead of asking, why can't I find true love? Ask, what are the qualities I need to embody to attract the love I deserve? These subtle shifts in the questions you ask direct your subconscious to focus on solutions, possibilities, and opportunities. When you train your subconscious mind with positive, action-oriented questions, it begins to actively seek out solutions that match your desires. It redirects your focus toward opportunities and circumstances that align with the life you want to create, making it easier to identify the steps you need to take to achieve your goals. This is the true power of the law of attraction in action. Not waiting for something to manifest passively, but consciously aligning your mindset with the actions that will bring your desires into reality. You can speed up your ability to manifest your dreams by fostering this type of proactive thinking. There's also a fascinating concept from behavioral science that can help you tap into this potential more quickly. It's called the mere measurement effect. This principle suggests that when you are asked about your future decisions, your choices tend to be influenced in the direction of the question. Studies have shown that just by asking someone about their intentions, whether it's about a goal, a decision, or an outcome, you can significantly alter their future actions. This phenomenon works not just on others, but on yourself as well. By intentionally asking yourself forward-looking, empowering questions, you're planting the seeds for your future choices. For example, if you ask yourself, how can I make today the best day for my personal growth? Or, what small action can I take today to move closer to my goals? Your mind will begin to find the answers and guide your decisions toward those goals. In this way, the questions you ask can serve as a kind of mental rehearsal, where you envision and then create the future you desire. This is why it's so important to be mindful of your internal dialogue. Each time you ask a question, whether consciously or unconsciously, you are shaping the very reality you live in. You are not a passive observer in your own life. You are the creator. The more intentional you are with the questions you ask, the more control you have over the direction of your life. In essence, whether you realize it or not, the questions you ask yourself hold immense power. They can either work for you or against you. If you constantly dwell on doubts, fears, and limitations, you're inviting more of those experiences into your life. But if you choose to ask intentional, empowering questions, you activate the creative force of your subconscious to bring your desires and goals into existence. Every question is an opportunity to redirect your focus toward your dreams, to shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance, and to open up new pathways for success, love, and happiness. One fascinating study with over 40,000 participants found that when people were asked whether they planned to buy a new car in the next 6 months, their likelihood of making that purchase increased by 35%. This result is more than just a number. It reveals a profound insight into the way our minds work. It's easy to overlook, but the simple act of asking a question can trigger powerful psychological mechanisms that influence our behavior in subtle yet profound ways. So why do questions have such a powerful impact on our actions and decisions? The answer lies in how our brains process information and react to possibilities. When we ask ourselves a question, we're not just engaging in a mental exercise. We're essentially activating our brain's focus on a potential outcome, and in doing so, we heighten the chances that we'll take the necessary steps to make that outcome a reality. This phenomenon is known as the focus effect, and it shows how much our thoughts can shape our behaviors. The more we dwell on a particular idea or scenario, the more likely it is to manifest in our actions. It's the brain's way of steering us toward fulfilling what we've been thinking about, sometimes without us even realizing it. Even more fascinating is the idea that simply thinking about certain scenarios can alter our body's physical state. Consider this. Imagine biting into a lemon wedge. Without even tasting it, just thinking about how sour it is might make your mouth water. This is your brain's automatic response to a vivid mental image, one that happens almost reflexively. The power of thought is so profound that it can affect your physical body in ways you don't consciously control. This is how deeply our brains are connected to the processes of perception, emotion, and physicality. Now, when it comes to asking questions, the way we frame those questions matters. It's easy to take for granted how often we ask questions in our daily lives, but we may not always be aware of their far-reaching impact on our thoughts and actions. Whether we're asking ourselves or others questions, the way we phrase them can influence our mindset and, consequently, the outcomes we experience. Science has shown that the types of questions we ask can play a crucial role in shaping the neural pathways in our brains. Questions are not just a passive tool for seeking information. They're a mechanism for initiating action and fostering change. What's particularly interesting about this is that the framing of a question can trigger a deeper unconscious search within the mind. When a question is posed, it sends our minds on a mission to find the answer, which can lead to focused actions aligned with that answer. It's as if our brain starts to actively seek out opportunities, solutions, and evidence that support what we've asked for. This can have a direct impact on our life outcomes, especially when those questions are framed in ways that encourage positive action. So, how can you harness the power of questions to create meaningful change in your life? The key lies in asking the right kinds of questions, specifically, empowering questions. These are questions that are framed in a positive, possibility-oriented way, and they differ significantly from negative or limiting questions. For example, instead of asking why am I always failing at this? A more empowering question would be, what steps can I take to improve in this area? The latter encourages the brain to focus on solutions and possibilities rather than problems or obstacles. This practice of asking empowering questions is known as possibility thinking, and it's an incredibly effective way to shift your mindset toward growth and opportunity. When we ask questions that spark our imagination and creativity, we activate the brain's natural problem-solving abilities. We become more open to new ideas and approaches, and we begin to notice solutions and opportunities that might have otherwise gone unnoticed. But it's not just about asking any question. It's about asking questions that promote self-belief and action. When you ask empowering questions, you're not just reflecting on what you want, but you're also engaging with the process of turning that desire into reality. It's a subtle shift in thinking that reprograms your mind to seek out the tools, knowledge, and actions that will help you reach your goals. Incorporating this practice into your daily life can have profound effects. Over time, asking these types of questions will strengthen the neural pathways associated with positive thinking, resilience, and growth. You'll notice a shift in how you approach challenges, how you perceive opportunities, and how you handle setbacks. The more you ask empowering questions, the more your brain will begin to naturally align with the positive outcomes you desire. Ultimately, the power of questions is not just a theoretical concept, it's a practical tool you can use to shape your reality. Whether you're trying to achieve a personal goal, improve your relationships, or even change the course of your career, the way you ask yourself questions can be the catalyst for transformation. By focusing on possibility, framing your questions in an empowering way, and encouraging your brain to seek out solutions, you can rewire your thought patterns to attract the life you envision. The power of asking questions is often underestimated, yet it's one of the most effective tools for reshaping our lives and unlocking our deepest desires. Whether you're seeking to attract the ideal partner, build meaningful friendships, or accelerate your career, the right questions can serve as a catalyst for profound change. By framing your thoughts in the form of empowering questions, you engage your subconscious mind to actively search for solutions, opportunities, and paths to bring those desires into reality. It's about shifting your mindset from one of limitation to one of possibility. The energy you put out into the world is a reflection of the energy you receive. If you want to attract the perfect partner, make lifelong friends, or see your career soar, you must first ask yourself what you need to do to align with those desires. It's not enough to just want these things. You need to get clear about how you can become the person who naturally attracts them into your life. Start by asking questions that invite reflection and growth. For example, you might ask yourself, what could I do more of or less of to attract my perfect partner? This question invites you to look at your current behaviors and thought patterns. Are there habits or actions that are holding you back from the kind of relationship you desire? Perhaps it's the way you view yourself, or how much you're willing to open up to new experiences. These insights can help you adjust your behavior, making you more attractive to the kind of partner you want to manifest. Similarly, asking, how can I become more magnetic and expand my social circle, allows you to explore the ways in which you present yourself to the world. It's not just about physical attractiveness. It's about your energy, how you communicate, and how you engage with others. Are you approachable? Do you genuinely show interest in people around you? By asking this question, you can identify small changes that will make you more magnetic and open doors to new relationships. When it comes to your career, it's crucial to ask, what actions can I take to accelerate my career path? Your career progression depends on your willingness to be proactive and strategic. Are you networking effectively? Are you seeking out mentorship or learning opportunities? This question encourages you to think beyond the status quo and take intentional steps to fast-track your growth. Also, consider asking, where could I go that might increase my chances of manifesting my desires? Sometimes, the right environment can make all the difference. Are you in the right city or community that supports your goals? Should you attend industry conferences, workshops, or social events that align with your vision? Being in the right places, both physically and emotionally, can have a huge impact on the opportunities that come your way. Lastly, who could help me reach my goals more quickly? Don't be afraid to ask for support. Whether it's a mentor, a friend, or a coach, identifying the people who can guide, encourage, or open doors for you is an essential part of your growth. By seeking help, you're not only accelerating your path, but also reinforcing the idea that you don't have to do everything alone. One of the most profound ways to unlock your desires and make them a reality is by asking what-if questions. These questions are designed to challenge your current mindset and open you up to infinite possibilities. The key with what-if questions is that they bypass your conscious limitations and engage your subconscious mind, triggering a flood of creative solutions and opportunities you might never have considered. Start with a simple yet powerful question. What if everything I want comes to me exactly as I've imagined? Just like the law of attraction suggests. This question forces you to think big and trust in the process of manifestation. It reminds you that if you focus on your desires with a positive, unwavering belief, they could come into your life in ways that align perfectly with your vision. It's a gentle reminder to be open to the process, to believe in your ability to create your reality. Another what-if question you can ask is, what if something even better than what I'm asking for shows up in my life? This question invites excitement and curiosity, encouraging you to release control over the how and trust that the universe knows better than you. Sometimes, the opportunities that arise in your life are even greater than you could have imagined. When you hold the belief that the universe has something even better in store, it helps you remain open and ready to receive. What if every negative thought I have is actually pushing me closer to my dreams? This question invites you to reconsider your relationship with challenges and setbacks. Instead of seeing negative thoughts or difficult experiences as roadblocks, you can start to view them as stepping stones. Each struggle, each doubt is a moment for growth and learning. This mindset shift allows you to move forward without getting bogged down by fear or self-doubt. You might also ask, what if everything I need is being arranged for me, effortlessly? This question helps to cultivate trust and patience. Sometimes the hardest part of manifesting our dreams is the waiting period, when it seems like nothing is happening. But when you ask this question, you start to surrender control, allowing the universe or your higher self to orchestrate the events that need to unfold. It reminds you that things are always moving in the background, even when you can't see them. One of the most exciting what-if questions you can ask is, what if I suddenly came into a windfall of money in the most unexpected way? It's a playful and expansive question that opens you up to the idea that abundance can show up in surprising ways. You don't need to have everything figured out or see the clear path in front of you. By asking this question, you invite the possibility of financial freedom or any form of abundance to flow into your life in ways you've never considered before. Lastly, ask, what if my perfect partner appeared out of nowhere, completely unexpectedly? This question sparks the idea that love can come when you least expect it. It removes any pressure or expectations and simply allows the magic of serendipity to work its wonders. By opening yourself to the possibility of surprise, you're creating space for the kind of love that feels destined and effortless. By regularly engaging with these what-if questions, you're programming your mind for success. You begin to believe that anything is possible and that the universe is working with you to bring your desires to fruition. It's not just about thinking positively. It's about inviting curiosity, excitement, and trust into your life. One of the most powerful techniques for aligning your subconscious mind with your deepest desires is through asking questions that begin with, what would it look like? This simple yet profound approach encourages you to step beyond the vague or abstract nature of your desires, and immerse yourself in the sensory details of what achieving your goals might truly feel like. By making these questions vivid and emotionally charged, you allow yourself to connect to the vision of your future with clarity and excitement. As you do so, you're signaling your subconscious mind to begin working on your behalf, bringing your vision into clearer focus and making the process of manifestation smoother and more intuitive. When you ask questions like, "What would it look like if I had the car I've always wanted?" you're prompting your mind to visualize not just the car itself, but all the emotions, sensations, and experiences associated with it. You might imagine the feel of the steering wheel in your hands, the scent of the new leather seats, or the pride you'll feel when you drive through your neighborhood. More importantly, you're allowing yourself to emotionally experience what it would be like to already have it in your life. The power of the question is not simply in the desire for the car, but in how it helps to anchor that desire into a rich, sensory experience that feels as if it is already happening. Your subconscious mind will begin to look for opportunities to manifest that reality, often in ways that are unexpected but perfectly aligned with your desire. The same principle applies to other desires, whether they involve relationships, career success, health, or financial freedom. When you ask, "What would it look like to be completely financially secure?" you're not only focusing on the number in your bank account or the luxury of not having to worry about money anymore. You're inviting your mind to explore the feelings of freedom, ease, and peace that come with financial security. You might visualize yourself walking through life with confidence, knowing that every decision you make is supported by financial stability. The more detailed and emotionally engaging the vision, the stronger the magnetism it creates toward your desired outcome. Similarly, questions like, "What would it be like to spend time with the partner of my dreams?" allow you to tap into the joy, connection, and fulfillment that would come from a loving, supportive relationship. It's about creating an emotional connection with the life you want to manifest. By vividly picturing how you'd feel, how your days would unfold, and how your world would be enriched by this relationship, you're sending a message to the universe and your subconscious mind that you're ready to receive it. The beauty of asking, "What would it look like?" questions is that they help you get specific. They move you away from vague affirmations or general hopes and direct your energy toward the precise feelings and experiences that you want to manifest. Your subconscious mind thrives on clarity. When you ask detailed questions, it can help you uncover the exact steps needed to bring your desires to life, often guiding you toward the right people, opportunities, and actions that will take you closer to your dreams. Asking the right questions can be a transformative experience. Your mind begins to see possibilities where there were once obstacles. You start to recognize patterns, synchronicities, and even changes in your behavior as you move toward your goals. The more you practice asking these questions, the more you'll see how easily the universe begins to respond to your desires. What's equally important is the emotional connection you build with these questions. Visualization plays a key role in this process. The clearer and more vibrant your mental image, the more powerfully it will impact your actions. When you vividly imagine what it would be like to already have the life you desire, your energy shifts. You begin to resonate at the frequency of your goals. The law of attraction works by matching the frequency of your thoughts and emotions with similar frequencies in the universe. The more aligned you become with the feelings of having your desires now, the more quickly they can materialize. Your mind is a remarkable tool, and it is always working in the background to find solutions and create opportunities. By directing your subconscious mind with a powerful, "What would it look like?" questions, you are training it to be your most faithful ally in manifesting your dreams. Whether you're conscious of it or not, your mind is constantly seeking ways to align with your desires. The beauty of this process lies in the ease and flow with which your goals can manifest when you actively engage with them and let your subconscious mind do the heavy lifting. The great secret of manifestation is understanding that it's not about forcing or striving. It's about alignment and trust. When you ask, "What would it look like to have everything I've ever wanted?" you're not just wishing for something. You are opening yourself to the possibility that your desires are already on their way. You're allowing yourself to imagine the fullness of your life with everything in place, and in doing so, you begin to attract it. The universe doesn't work through effort. It works through vibration. The clearer and more vivid your mental images, the stronger your vibrational frequency will become, and the more likely you are to see your dreams become your reality. Rather than relying solely on positive affirmations, one of the most powerful ways to shift your mindset and elevate your emotional state is by asking the right kinds of questions. These questions serve as tools to guide your thoughts in a direction that not only boosts your mood, but also activates your subconscious mind, helping you align with your desires more rapidly. When you ask purposeful, empowering questions, you engage both your conscious and subconscious minds in a process of self-discovery, problem-solving, and creative visualization that propels you forward on your journey to success. When you ask questions that spark curiosity, challenge limiting beliefs, and promote positive thinking, you're essentially training your mind to look for opportunities and solutions rather than obstacles and setbacks. Questions are a gateway to reframing your reality, and they help you tap into the deeper layers of your consciousness where true transformation can occur. They push you beyond surface-level affirmations into a space of deep introspection and clarity, making it easier for you to identify what's holding you back and what you can do to move forward. To guide you on this transformative path, we've crafted a meditation that includes over 50 powerful, thought-provoking questions. These questions are designed to prompt your mind to find answers, reframe challenges, and reinforce your success in all areas of your life. When practiced regularly, these questions can become a tool for reshaping your thoughts and manifesting your dreams more effortlessly. Here's a sample of some of the questions you'll encounter in the meditation, each of which is tailored to encourage a shift in your perception and your actions. What if everything is working out for me, without me having to do anything? This question challenges the idea that you must always be in control or constantly striving. It opens the door to receiving support and abundance without resistance, allowing you to relax into the flow of life. What can I do differently today to bring my desires closer to me? This question encourages action and reflection. It empowers you to consider how small changes in your mindset or behavior can lead to bigger shifts in your reality. What actions can I take that would increase my chances of success? By asking this, you engage your mind in a problem-solving process, helping you become more aware of the opportunities in your environment and the steps you can take to seize them. What is the best thing that could happen to me today? This question invites optimism and possibility, allowing you to open your mind to the limitless potential that each day holds. How am I spending my time attracting opportunities? This question prompts you to assess your daily habits and thought patterns. It encourages you to focus on actions and attitudes that align with the success and opportunities you wish to attract. What am I grateful for right now? Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for shifting your vibration. This question helps you tune into the present moment and recognize the abundance that already exists in your life, which can attract even more blessings. Who could help me reach my goals? Success is rarely a solo endeavor. This question opens your mind to collaboration, support, and partnerships that can fast-track your journey toward achieving your dreams. What would it look like if I were happy all the time? This question helps you visualize a state of constant joy and fulfillment. By imagining this ideal reality, you train your mind to focus on the things that bring you happiness and well-being. How would I feel if I were fully supported in everything I do? This question cultivates the feeling of being nurtured and supported, which in turn strengthens your confidence and sense of empowerment. What if I experienced a sudden windfall of money in an unexpected way? By entertaining this question, you create an openness to the unexpected blessings and abundance that the universe can bring, removing any blocks around wealth and prosperity. What steps can I take today to move closer to my dreams? This question grounds you in the present moment while focusing your energy on taking actionable steps. It encourages a mindset of progress and forward movement, no matter how small the steps may seem. The true magic of these questions lies in their ability to reframe your mindset and prompt your subconscious mind to start working in your favor. By training your thoughts to focus on solutions rather than problems, you begin to see opportunities that were previously hidden from view. Even setbacks or challenges are no longer seen as roadblocks, but as part of the process that's helping you grow and move closer to your desires. The law of attraction operates by matching the frequency of your thoughts and emotions with the energy of what you wish to manifest. When you consistently ask questions that inspire a positive mindset, you're signaling to the universe that you are ready to receive. By directing your attention to the possibilities that exist rather than focusing on what's not working, you create a more receptive and magnetic energy field around yourself. This shift in perspective can accelerate the manifestation process, bringing your desires into reality faster and with greater ease. In addition to helping you attract abundance and success, these questions also foster a deeper sense of self-awareness. They prompt you to reflect on your current beliefs, behaviors, and attitudes, allowing you to identify any limiting patterns that might be blocking your progress. The more you practice asking these questions, the more attuned you become to your own inner wisdom, and the clearer your path to success becomes. By integrating this practice of asking powerful, mindset-shifting questions into your daily life, you'll begin to see how quickly your thoughts and feelings align with your desires. The process becomes smoother, and your manifestations feel less like a distant dream and more like an inevitable reality. As you continue to ask these questions, you will notice a deeper sense of clarity and purpose. The more you align your thoughts with the answers that naturally emerge, the more you will start to see your desires materialize in ways you never imagined possible. Embrace this process and watch as the world around you transforms in response to the questions you ask yourself and the mindset you cultivate.